Verstappen's Orange Army and Norris's redemption. What to expect from the Dutch Grand Prix. For the first time since 1985, it is race week in the Netherlands as Zandvoort returns to the F1 calendar. Optimism for the Dutch Grand Prix could not be higher given the events that took place at Spa-Francorchamps last weekend, with fans looking forward to the first racing action since the summer break. With Max Verstappen cutting Lewis Hamilton's championship lead to just 3 points ahead of his home race, what can we expect from a weekend at the beach in the Netherlands? The circuit. The circuit Park Zandvoort is located in the middle of the dunes and is mainly used for car races. Opened in 1939, the circuit has a length of 4.3 kilometres with a total of 13 turns. For many Formula 1 drivers, it will be the first time that they will drive at Circuit Zandvoort. A few have already gained experience on this track in junior classes, but that was before the changes were made to the track. After all, Circuit Zandvoort has been completely overhauled, partly to improve the overtaking opportunities. Verstappen to ride the wave of home energy. Much is made of Hamilton's home support at Silverstone, particularly in the midst of the title battles that he's been in, and how that energy spurs him on. Imagine then the wave of support from the Dutch fans who will help Verstappen this weekend. The Orange Army is always on song when it travels to tracks like the Red Bull Ring and Spa, so no doubt there will be a festival atmosphere at Zandvoort this week. The Red Bull looked speedy throughout the weekend in Belgium, and whilst it is becoming increasingly difficult to separate Verstappen and Hamilton, one expects the Dutchman to prevail on home tarmac. If he does, then Verstappen will be the first Dutch winner of a Dutch Grand Prix in Formula 1 history. Speaking of orange, Lando Norris looks set to bounce back from his Spa disappointment. Oh, what could have been in Belgium for Lando Norris. His form during qualifying was scintillating as he took the fastest time in Q1 and Q2, but his hefty crash at Eau Rouge and Radillon brought his session to an abrupt end and ensured he wouldn't claim a maiden pole position. Importantly, Norris wasn't injured, but with the race at Spa washed out, the crash turned out to be even more costly than it should have been. The confidence the British driver has shown all season should see him bounce back instantly, and there is no reason why the McLaren can't challenge for a podium like it has done for most of this season. Qualifying is going to be key. Zandvoort looks set to provide one of the more exhilarating laps of the season with elevation changes, high-speed sweeps and banked corners, all culminating in a near 70-second lap. The circuit itself is narrow and sweeping, and therefore a high premium will be placed on qualifying performance. Qualifying should be an exciting prospect, with the short lap allowing for more timed attempts and therefore more drama as lap times fire into the scoring tower. With the beach nearby and the chance of sand sweeping onto the circuit, it could be a classic case of last over the line goes fastest. And finally, Pirelli to conquer the banking. F1 and tyre manufacturers have a difficult relationship with banking, with the United States Grand Prix of 2005 damaging the sport's image in the United States when Michelin teams exited the race ahead of the start, leaving just 6 cars on the grid. How will Pirelli cope with the banking at Zandvoort that is twice as steep as that of the final corner at the Indianapolis Grand Prix circuit? Well, the Italian manufacturer was planning on taking a special compound to the race last year before it was cancelled, but this year it will simply take the hardest compounds available. It will be interesting to see how this develops across the weekend, but with track temperatures significantly lower than other races this year, there hopefully should be no issue. So what are you most looking forward to at Zandvoort this coming weekend? I guess many of us just happy there's probably going to be some on-track action on a Sunday. I think that's the last we'll mention of the washout in Spa for the time being. But let us know in the comments section below what you're looking forward to seeing as Formula 1 returns to the Netherlands. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with everything that we do here at GPFans.